Well, the decision to give up a child for an adoption is complicated and very difficult often for the birth mother, the adoptive mother, and the child. But after a closed adoption, is it possible for their futures to merge and then their lives to become intertwined? Well, the author, Lorri Benson, here in the studio with this morning with more about her new book. It's called To Have and Not to Hold. And we're glad you're here this morning because that's what this story is about. It's your memoir,
yes,
an emotional one of trying to find the daughter you gave up for adoption.
Exactly. Well, and it isn't even really about trying to find her. It's more about where I was in my life, just starting a great career, very exciting, and finding yourself unexpectedly pregnant, and how to deal with all of those emotions and come to the decision that I did, that it was going to be best for her. And I never wanted to interfere in her life, but I always had that desire to know her, and I just wanted what was best for her.
That is a hard decision, isn't it, back at the time?
Probably nothing quite like it. It's very difficult. I would have loved to have kept her. I didn't have the support in Chicago. I was working for Phil Donahue in Chicago, and you know, it was just me. And the father was there for emotional support, but didn't want to talk about the future. So it was really going to be me with a long job, you know, long hours, weekends, and this baby wasn't going to have, you know, much of a life or a mom really, because I'd be gone.
What was the journey then like to reconnect and then become part of each other's lives?
Well, we had a real bump early on because at 6 months I discovered that the adoption was closed. I had thought that if we initiated some contact, at least I could get a picture, an update, something, and found out at 6 months, oh no, that wasn't the policy. That was a very difficult time, and it took 6 months, or 6 years before I was able to see a first picture of her. And then just slowly it developed this communication through letters, going through the agency until she was 16, and that's when we had our reunion, which was amazing.
I was going to ask, what was that like?
Well, there's so much anticipation, as you can imagine, and the funny thing is there was such a connection between the adoptive mom and me. That was what was so unusual. You would expect that my birth daughter and I, you know, would have this amazing thing, and we do, but it almost was like there was a soul connection with the mother, with Anne, and we were immediately drawn to each other, immediately, you know, felt like we'd known each other, touching each other's arms, and just, you know, and at one point, Katie, my daughter, looked over and said, watched us on the couch having a great time, and said, wait a minute, I thought this was about me. And really, it was about this family that was sort of meant to be together. And we're a blended family. We are one family together.
Well, it's a great story to be able to tell. Where do you get your book?
Well, you can get it on Amazon, of course. It should be in all the bookstores. If not, you can order it anywhere. But Amazon, of course, everybody goes to Amazon.
And this is a homecoming because you're from around this area.
Exactly. Yes, we raised our family here in Naples, so absolutely it is.
Well, we're glad you're back, and good luck with this. The book was just published, To Have and Not Hold, so look for it now and learn Lorri's story. What a great journey. You say people are going to need tissues, huh?
Well, that's what I've been told. I think so. And we're hoping it'll just inspire people to do, you know, to do adoption, because it's a great